Welcome once again to the best math channel in the world. So you're busy, made it easy channel. The only channel exam fears when it comes to mathematics. This is the only channel we break down mathematics concept and principle for everyone to understand. If today is the first time seeing this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You are not going to regret it. There's so many lessons, there are so many math concepts and principles that has been explained. So don't forget to share and follow us on all social media platforms. Just uploaded the solutions to the DEC 2026 questions, and very soon WASI on will also be available. So keep watching, keep subscribing. All students, all teachers, or facilitators have a benefit of it. Today we are going to have another interesting lesson in mathematics, which is modulo arithmetic. Yes, modulo arithmetic, which is also known as remainder arithmetic. Yes, modular arithmetic. And what you need to understand is that the modulo as it is written. So in short, we write it in this mode. In short, we write it mode. So what is modulo arithmetic? It's a type of arithmetic in which an integer is represented by its remainder when divided by another integer. Yes, the type of arithmetic in which the integer is represented by its remainder when it is divided by another integer. One thing you need to know is that mode has certain things in common in number basis. Yes, in number basis, we work with the remainders. Yes, remainders. So in mode is the remainders we keep as answers. The number base we keep the remainders as, and number base has been treated. Yes, has been treated very well. So you can check it out. So when you learn number base, you also understand the modulo arithmetic you are going to have. So most people ask, this math we are learning, what is the use of it? What is the benefit of what is the use of modulo in our real life? Now, modulo is very important. It helps us to calculate for number of days, the time, the month, and so many things. So maybe in the application of modulo, you'll be able to calculate for your date of birth if you have forgotten them. So somebody will ask you if yesterday was Tuesday. So 8 days back, which day is that? We are going to apply modulo to solve that problem. Yes, we are going to apply modulo to solve that problem. So it is very important in so many ways, as I explained in the number base. And one thing you need to know is that if you are working with mode 8, you need numbers from 0 to 7. If you are working with mode 9, you need from 0 to 8. So always the modulo of any number should be less than the answer of any modulo should be less than the mode. Yes. So the mode of any number is 0. Yeah, the mode of any number is 0. So you need to understand that. So you can't work with base mode 8 and get 8 as an answer. It is not accepted as the principle in number basis. So for instance, let's say you are asked to solve 20 mode 7. Yes, 20 mode 7. So 20 mode 7, we have so many. We have the division and the repeated subtraction method in solving this. So this means you are going to, if you are using the repeated subtraction method, you subtract till you get a number lesser than the mode 7. You subtract the 7 repeatedly from the 20, so you get a number lesser than 7. So the first method, and I'm going to apply all that, the repeated subtraction. So 20 minus 7. 20 minus 7 is going to give us what? It's going to give us 13. 13 minus 7. Again, 13 minus 7 is going to give us what? 6. So is 6 lesser than 7? Yes. So we are going to get 6. So we have gotten a number lesser than 7. So 20 Mode 7 is equal to 6. This is the repeated subtraction method. So the method 2, we use the division method. So if you have 20 divided by 7, so 20 will divide, 7 will divide 20 how many times? 2 times. 7 2 is 14. Yes, 7 2 is 14. Now remember what? Remember 6. And this is accepted because we are working with mode 7. It's accepted in mode 7. So 20 mode 7 is also equal to 6. So these two methods are the main one we normally use in solving for the mode of any number. And as I said, you should get a number. The reason why I said that the mode of any number is 0 is this. If you have to solve 6 mode 6, we don't need 6 in mode 6. So if you are using the repeated subtraction method, 6 minus 6 is what? 0. Yes, 0 is less than 6, so it's accepted. And if you divide, 6 divided by 6 is 1. Remember what? 0. So that's why I said the mode of any number is 0. So if you understand this principle, you are going to solve any modular arithmetic question that, and this channel is going to make sure I simplify everything. I decode all the concepts and principle in modular arithmetic. So we are going to apply this in calculating for time and number of days as well. So follow closely as we take our first question. Keep watching, subscribe, and let's solve more questions. Take an example now. So if it's the time is 8 o'clock now, if the time is 8 o'clock now, what will be the time in 3 hours time? Yes, in 3 hours time. In our normal sense, we can just quickly say that, well, then let me add 3 to the 8. So I just add 8 plus 3, then I'll get what? 11. So you get 11 now, which is going to be 11 o'clock. Now let's see how we apply modulo in solving this question. Now one thing to understand is that the hours of the clock, we have 1 up to 12. Yeah, we have 1 up to 12 when we are moving clockwise. So it means that we shouldn't get anything more than 12. So our guide is going to be 12 here. So anytime we get anything more than 12, it means we have to subtract, as I explained. So it means that our guide should be the 12th hour. So the clock is 12 hours. So this is what you need to understand. So if it is 8 o'clock now, so it's going to be 8 hours plus the 3 hours to come, which is going to be 15 hours. But 15 hours is more than the clock. That is our guide. So it means that it's like we have gotten 15 mode 12. Yes, 15 mode 12. We don't accept 15 in mode 12. So what do? We subtract or we divide, as I said earlier. So if you are using the method 1, you are going to subtract 15 minus 12, which is going to be 3, which is accepted. So this 3 that we have gotten, we are going to add it to the 8. So here we have the 3 hours. So we have the 8 hours plus the 3 hours, which is going to be 11 hours, which is still going to give us the 12 o'clock. Yes, sorry, the 11 o'clock. So this is how we apply modulo in finding or in calculating for time. Yes, in calculating for time. So our guide should be the 12-hour clock. If it is the days of the week, how many days do we have in a week? 7. When I get there to, I'm going to explain that. When I get there to, I'm going to explain that. So let's say another example, if it's 8 o'clock now, yes, if it is 8 o'clock now, 8 o'clock now, what was the time 9 hours ago. If it is 8 o'clock now, 9 hours ago. So in a typical calculation, we just count backwards 8 hours. 9 hours. So let's see. So from 8. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so 8, I'll have what? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 1. Then I'll go to a 12. So 12, when I'm counting backwards, I'm going to get what? 11. Yes, 12. If I'm counting backwards, I'm going to get 11. Yes, which means 11 o'clock. Now let's see how we apply the modulo in solving the question. So this one, they are saying if it is 8 o'clock, what was the time? 9 hours ago. Yes, 9 hours ago. So 8 hours, 9 hours ago. So it means that we are going to subtract 8 from the 9 hours. We are going to get negative 1 hour. Yes, we are going to get negative 1 hour. In modulo, what you need to understand is that if you are working with a negative number, you add. Yes, you are going to add, you get a positive number that is lesser than the mode you are using. Yes, you add to get a positive number that is lesser than the what? The mode you are using. So 9 hours ago. So 8 minus 9, we're going to get negative 1 hour. But our guide is the 12 hours. Yes, our 12 hours. So we are going to get negative 1 hour plus the 12 hours, which is still going to give us 11 hours. 11 hours, which is still lesser than the distance. So 11 hours means the time is 11 o'clock. The same as this one, changing the questions. Yes, so 9 hours ago, what was the time? So we are going to subtract the 9 hours from the 8 hours or the 8 o'clock now. So the answer we get, we are going to add. So if we are solving modulo in negative, continue adding the mode, you get a positive number that is lesser than the what? The mode. So this is how we use modulo to calculate for time. We are going to solve more questions. So this is just the intro to it. I'm giving you a fair idea so that when we get there, you know what you are going to do. So keep watching, subscribe, and let's have fun by solving questions. So our first question on the screen says that if it's 9 o'clock now, what will be the time after 5 hours? Then I 23 hours. If it's 9 o'clock now, so this one you can just be adding your hands to get it. So we are going to use modulo arithmetic to calculate for the time. So the first one says that 5 hours. So 5 hours after. So it's 9 o'clock now. So 5 hours from now, you can just use your head to solve. But I want to show you how modulo is very, very important. You can use it. So we are going to have our 5 hours plus z plus 9 hours. Yes, 5 hours plus 9 hours is going to give us what? It's going to give us 14 hours. Yes, it's going to give us 14 hours. By this 14 hours, our guide is a 12 hour. Yes, our guide is a 12 hour. Every clock has a 12 hour. We don't have a clock more than the 12 hours. So it means that we have to do our subtraction. So this one is like 14 mode 12. 14 mode 12. 14 is not accepted in mode 12. So we are going to subtract. We are going to have our 14 hours minus our 12 hours, which is going to give us 2 hours. Yes, so 2 hours. 2 hours, or you say that 2 o'clock. Yes, or 2 o'clock. So 2 hours. Yes, so 2 hours on the clock. So if you see 1 hour, 1 o'clock, 2 hours, 2 o'clock, 3 hour, 3 o'clock. According to the modulo, when you are using modulo to calculate for time, this is what you need to understand. And is it true? If you have it's 9 o'clock now, 5 hours to come. So let's use our normal, and so 5 hours, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 o'clock now, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So indeed, our calculation is correct. So this is how we use modulo to calculate for time. So don't say mathematics, we've learned something, we don't know what to use it for. It is applicable. Just like if you are not on the field or you have not been exposed to the concept, you might think it's useless. So let's look at the II. The II is what? The time after 23 hours. Time after 23 hours. So this is also going to give us 23 hours plus 9 hours because it is 9 o'clock now. Yes, it is 9 o'clock now. So which is going to give us 32 hours. 32 hours, this is the same as 32 mod 12. So 32 mod 12. 32 mod 12. So if 32 is not accepted in mode 12, so it should be lesser than the mode we are working with. So we have to use the continuous subtraction method or the division method. So we are going to have 32 minus 12. Is it going to be lesser than the base or the mode? I don't think so. So 32 minus 12 is 20. So 20, then you subtract 12 again from it, which is going to give us 8. Yes, 8. So this is going to give us 8 hours. Yes, it's going to give us 8 hours, which is lesser than the 12. Or you are going to say it will be 8 o'clock. It's going to be 8 o'clock. And indeed, it's true. Yes, if it is 9 o'clock now, 24 hours time is going to be 9 o'clock again. That's 24 hours time. It's going to be 9 o'clock. But we are working with 23 hours. So 23 hours means it will be lesser than the 9, which is going to be 8 o'clock. Yes, it makes sense here. Because if 8 o'clock, 24 hours will be the next 8 o'clock. But if 23 hours is going to be 7 o'clock. So if it is 9 o'clock now, the 23 hours to come is going to be 8 o'clock. Yes, and it makes sense. So this is how we apply modulo in calculating for time. So let's take another question on this. The question on the screen says, if the time is 4 o'clock now, what was the time of the following hours before 4 o'clock? Before. So 13 hours ago. So 13 hours before 4 o'clock. So the first one, 13 hours before 4 o'clock. And as we did, when they say what will be the time after, what were we doing? After we were doing what? We were adding. So before, we are going to subtract the 13 hours from the 4 o'clock. So this one is going to be 4 o'clock. Yes, 4 o'clock minus all the 4 hours. Let me see 4 hours. The 4 hours now minus the 13 hours. So 4 hours now minus the 13 hours, which is going to give me negative 9 hours. And I've told you we don't need negative answers when you're working with mode. Our guide is still the 12 hour. So it's like working in mode 12. So we have to add continuously to get a number that is lesser than the mode. So this one is going to give us negative 9 hours plus the 12 hours. Yes, negative 9 hours plus the 12 hours, for which we know we are going to get our first positive number. Negative 9 plus 12 will give it positive 3. Yes, which is accepted in the 12 hours or the mode 12. So we are going to get 3 hours or 3 o'clock. Yes, at this point, 3 hours represent 3 o'clock. And it makes sense too. Yes, 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours. 4 hours now, or 4 o'clock now, 13 hours ago. So we can count back. We can count back to see. Or yes, so if we are to use the clock, we have our 12, 6, 3, we have our 9. So 1, 2, 4 here, 5, 8, 11. So if from 4, 13 hours ago, yes, 13 hours ago, so you are going to count anti-clockwise. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, from 4, let's count backwards. 13 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's going to be here, 13. So our answer is correct in application of the modulo in solving the. So let's come to the II. The II says 35 hours ago. 35 hours before 4 o'clock. 35 hours before 4 o'clock. So it's still going to be our 4 hours or 4 o'clock minus the 35 hours. So 4 minus 35 is going to give us negative 31 hours. Negative 31 hours. And we have to add 12 to obtain our first. So negative 31 are, or negative 31 are plus 12 hours. The first one is going to give us negative 19. So we have to add another 12 hours plus another 12 is going to give us negative 7. So we have to add another 12 hours. Yes, another 12 hours, for which is going to give us 5 hours, which is accepted in the mode 12. So it's going to be 5 hours or 5 o'clock. Yes, or 5 o'clock. So this is how we use modulo to calculate for time. Yeah, this is how we use modulo to calculate for time. We are going to apply it in calculating for number of days as well, for you to see how important modulo arithmetic and other mathematics concept is. So this one too, we can try it. Yes, so 35 hours before 4 o'clock. Before 4, so let's start from here. We'll come anti-clockwise. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 35, which makes our answer correct. Yes, interesting, right? So subscribe as we look at how we apply modulo arithmetic concept in calculating for days of the week. This is a Busy Made It Easy channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Application to the days of the week. Now we know in the calendars, this is what we see. So we see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So here we are going to use numbers for them, starting from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are going to use numbers for the days of the week. If you want to apply modulo in calculating for particular day, so follow closely. And now what you need to understand is that as we did for the month, as we did for the time, if they say find these days after, yes, after. So if let's say we have X days after A, it means you are going to add X to A. So if they say find 4 days after a particular day, you use the number, yes, and calculate for it. So when it is X days before A, so X days before A, this is what we are going to, so it will be A minus X. Yes, A minus X. The day they have given you minus the number of days they are talking about. And here, what you have to know is that Sunday represents 0, Monday represents 1, Tuesday represents 2, Wednesday and following. So let's take a question like, find 5 days, 5 days after Wednesday. Yes, 5 days after Wednesday. And in actual sense, in actual calculation, from Wednesday, let's use our normal calculation, just a layman to understand. So Wednesday, 5 days after, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which falls on which day? Falls on Monday. Now let's apply modulo, you see. And one thing you need to understand is that we have 7 days in the week. 7 days. So we are going to work with mode 7. By the time we work with mode 12, because we have 12 hours. Yes, 12 hours. So this is what you should do. So Wednesday, according to the days, we have 3. 3 plus, is that 5 days? 5 days, which is going to give us 8 days. But here our guide is 7. You can't get anything more than 7. You can't get anything more than 7. So if that's the case, what do we do? So we are going to have the 8 minus 7, which is equal to 1. Yes, and which day represents 1? Which is what? Monday. So 5 days after Wednesday is what? Monday. As simple as that. Application of modulo. Yes, application of modulo. Yes, application of modulo. So another one, let's find 4 days. So 4 days before Wednesday. 4 days before Wednesday. Now let's see. Today is Wednesday. So 4 days before. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It falls on which day? It falls on Saturday. But let's use our modulo to calculate for. And I've told you, if it is before, we subtract. Yes, if it is before, we subtract. So now find 4 days before Wednesday. Now Wednesday is 3 minus 4 days, which is going to give us -1 day. -1, we don't need negative when we're working with modulo. Here our guide is still the 7. So we are going to have -1 plus 7, which is going to give us 6 days, or day 6. So number 6 on the days is what? Is Saturday. So 4 days before Wednesday is what? Saturday, which makes sense. So with this, somebody will ask you, if today is this, what day will be this number of days? Yes, applying modulo, and just calculate it. Sometimes there's no need for you to take your time Now you count one after the other. So don't ever say mathematics is useless. It is very, very practical. Yes, if you know what you are doing and if you're exposed to those things. So we are not going to waste much time. We are going to take more questions on this. So in your daily life, you can apply them. Yes, you can apply them. It's fun and interesting. And we make it more fun on this channel. Subscribe, keep watching. So because we are using the number of days, I'm not going to erase this. It's still going to guide us. So our first question on the screen says that what day of the week is 6 days after Saturday? 6 days after Saturday. 6 days after Saturday. So how will you know 6 days after Saturday? So let's if you are even counting. So from here, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what? Friday. Let's see if it is correct. So 6 days after Saturday. Saturday itself is number what? That is 6. And 6 days after it, you are going to add 6 days again, which is going to give us 12 days. Yes, going to give us 12 days. But 12 days, or the 12 is more than the 7, which is the days of the week, as a guide in the modulo principle that we are using. So we are going to have, so if it is more than, what do you do? Is either you divide or you subtract. Yeah, so 12 days minus 7 days from the week. This is going to give us what? 5 days. So it's going to give us 5 days, which is less than the 7. And according to the guide here, 5 days falls on what? Friday. So 5 days, which is equal to the what? 5 days equal to what? Friday. So therefore 6 days after Saturday is what? Is Friday. Yes. 6 days after you counting your hand one after the other will also give you the same thing, but you're applying it in modulo arithmetic. Simple as that. Let's take another question on this. So the question on the screen says that what day is 28 days after Wednesday? So 28 days after Wednesday. So now you are going to count 1, 2, 3. It's going to waste time. Now you are going to sit down and count so many things. Yes, after. So what you have to know is that we do what? We add. So 28 days after Wednesday, we know we add. So Wednesday is what? It's 3. So that's what you need to know. So 3 days plus 28 days, which is going to give us 31 days, which is more than our 7-day guide that we are using. So we have to use a repeated subtraction method. So 31 minus 7 will give us 24, which is more than 7. Then 24 minus 7 again will give us 17, which is more than 7. 17 minus 7 is 10. It's more than 7. Then we subtract again 7. So which will give us what? 3. Yes, 3, which is lesser than the 7 days we are going to use. So 3 days, which is equal to which day? So 3 days is equal to which day? It's going to be Wednesday again. Go to Wednesday again. So 28 days after Wednesday is still giving us Wednesday. So if you like, you can Google this, or you can take your time and count one using this principle and see the number of days. If you get a wrong thing, you can send it in the comment section. 8 days after Wednesday is still what? Wednesday. So this is the day. You can use this in calculating for your date of birth. Yes, which is, you can even use the 3 days, which is still equal to the Wednesday. And You can only get this on this channel. Yes. So quickly watch as we take the last question on this. So the last question on the screen says, what day was 17 days before Friday? So 17 days before Friday. 17 days before Friday. Now what you need to know is that Friday, 5 days, represent 5 days. Since it is before, what do we do? We subtract. Yes. So it will be 5 days minus 17 days, which is equal to 5 days minus, which is equal to negative 12 days. And modulo, we don't need negative answers. So we add repeatedly till we get the first positive number, which is lesser than the mode we are using. Because we are working with the days of the week, I repeat, we are going to be guided with what? 7. So we are going to have negative 12 plus 7, for which we are going to get our first negative 12 plus 7. Yes, negative 12 plus 7, which is going to give us negative 5. Negative 5, which is also not accepted. So we are going to add 7 again. So negative 5 plus 7, which is going to give us 2. Yes, 2 days. So the 2 days, which correspond with what? Tuesday. Tuesday. Yes, which correspond with Tuesday. So therefore 17 days after Friday, 17 days before Friday is what? Is Tuesday. You can use any calendar to try that. Yes, any calendar to try this, and you are going to get it. This is by Kankesi, the power of modulo arithmetic, using it to calculate for the days of the week. So this is the end of the introduction to the modulo arithmetic lessons. So if today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. There will be more questions. There will be more lessons on the modulo arithmetic. This is just the introduction lesson. You're going to learn how to solve questions, more past questions, interesting questions on modulo arithmetic. If today is your first time, kindly subscribe, share and recommend to all students. You also have a benefit of it. Until we meet again, say goodbye for now.